The dirtiest athletes in track and field history, track and field sports, have had lots of amazing heroes and legends. But just like any other sport, it's also had some really bad athletes who made the news for doing terrible things. These are the men and women who broke the rules of the game and sometimes made fans and other athletes lose trust in them. Here are the top 10 worst cheating athletes in track and field history. Trust me, you won't want to miss hearing about these people. Let's start with Isma Singer. Isma Singer was the young person who held the world record for kids his age in the men's 100-meter race. He got in trouble and couldn't compete before the 2023 World Athletics Championships because he used a banned drug called GW1516. The Athletics Integrity Unit found out about it. Singer was only 18 years old and had been running super fast for the past year. He broke the 20-second time limit in the 200-meter race and kept running, under 10 seconds in the 100-meter race. This guy even ran an amazing 9.89 seconds in legal racing conditions at this year's South American Championships, which would have been a new world record for kids his age. But then something really bad happened on August 9th. Singer got accused of using a banned drug. This was really terrible news for the young athlete and stopped him from being able to race at this year's World Championships in Budapest. But that's nothing compared to what Marion Jones did. This super talented track and field athlete competed in lots of different race types, including short races, long jump, and relay races. Throughout her career, Marion achieved great success in these events, winning multiple Olympic and World Championship medals. In fact, during the 2000 Olympics in Sydney, Jones won an incredible 5 medals, including 3 gold ones. However, her fame and success came crashing down after she got involved in the Balco doping scandal, which led to her getting suspended in October 2007. The American sprinter later admitted to using performance-enhancing drugs, including the banned substance tetrahydrogestrine, known as THG, as well as lying to federal investigators. Because she admitted to this, Marion Jones had to give back her medals and achievements from the 2000 Sydney Olympics, including 3 gold medals and 2 bronze medals, and she got a 2-year suspension from competing. She also had to go to prison for 6 months for her part in the Balco case, which was all about giving banned substances to athletes. Next up, we have Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson was a Canadian sprinter, a world record holder, and an Olympic champion. He was the fastest man on the planet during his time, but underneath his inspiring image was a dark secret. During the 1988 Seoul Olympics, Johnson won the 100-meter sprint with a world record time, but was later disqualified for testing positive for the anabolic steroid stanozolol. This event remains one of the most famous cases of cheating in the history of the Olympics and sports in general. Johnson's suspension and disqualification from the 1988 Olympics ruined his athletic career and resulted in widespread discussions about the use of performance-enhancing drugs in sports. Moving on, we have Ronex Kipruto. Ronex Kipruto is a 23-year-old long-distance runner who has made himself known as a star over the 10-kilometer distance. The 23-year-old amazing athlete won a world championship bronze medal as a teenager and prized himself as the world's 10-kilometer record holder. However, his dream of achieving more and lowering his record this season came crashing down after he was suspended for suspected doping offenses. The Athletics Integrity Unit charged him with using a prohibited substance or method after differences were discovered in his biological passport between July 2018 and March 2022. However, Kipruto, who amazed the world with his 10-kilometer world record of 26 minutes and 24 seconds in Valencia in 2020, has strongly denied any wrongdoing. Whether the suspension was deserved or not, we leave it up to you to decide. Next on our list is Sun Yang. This Chinese swimming sensation once stood at the top of the Olympic podium as one of the sport's greatest champions, but his career took a dark turn in 2014 when he was caught in one of the most famous instances of doping. After testing positive for trimetazidine, a banned substance, Sun received a 3-month suspension for this offense. But what makes the story even more unbelievable is that China's anti-doping authorities kept it all secret until the ban was over. Sadly, Sun Yang never learned his lesson. In 2018, this 3-time Olympic champion went as far as asking someone from his group to smash a blood vial with a hammer to make it unusable for testing. And he even refused to let anti-doping inspectors leave his house with a blood sample. The world watched in disbelief as his Olympic dreams in Tokyo were shattered. Leading to a 4-year ban. Talking about bans, Lance Armstrong is another athlete who suffered the same fate. He was one of the most celebrated athletes in American history, known for his skills in road race cycling. Throughout his career, Lance Armstrong had a series of suspicions about his strong cycling abilities. He won several medals, including the coveted Tour de France, rising to a level we'd never seen before in the world of cycling. But after avoiding the anti-doping agency for so long, Lance was eventually proven guilty of doping. In 2012, investigation revealed that he was using performance-enhancing drugs throughout most of his career. With all the truth out, Lance had no other choice but to admit publicly that he was doping. Lance was banned from the sport and all his achievements were taken away. Another athlete who suffered a big blow due to doping is Dwayne Chambers. Chambers was one of the biggest breakout sprinters in Britain. In 2003, Chambers was soaring high, crowned as the European 100-meter champion and holder of records. He was not only a celebrated athlete, but also one of Britain's main hopes for a gold medal at the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens. However, his path took an alarming twist when he tested positive for the designer anabolic steroid tetrahydrogestrine. Chambers' suspension marked a historic moment as he became the first athlete in the world to be punished for using this previously undetectable steroid. It was at the center of a U.S. criminal investigation, and the consequences were harsh. Chambers received a 2-year ban and was permanently barred from competing in the Olympics for Britain. His main sponsor, Adidas, ended his £100,000 per year endorsement contract. Indeed, it was a dramatic fall from grace. Next up, we have Tyson Gay. Tyson Gay was an iconic sprinter with a record-breaking career, at one point becoming world double sprint champion. In 2013, Tyson Gay's world was turned upside down when he tested positive for a banned anabolic steroid. The U.S. anti-doping agency quickly suspended him for 1 year. In a surprising move, Tyson Gay admitted his offense and cooperated with investigators. He even returned a silver medal he won with the U.S. 4x100-meter relay team at the 2012 London Olympics. His actions spoke volumes about his willingness to make things right. As part of his suspension, Gay was disqualified from all competitive results dating back to July 15, 2012, the day he first used a product containing the prohibited steroid. This list wouldn't be complete without mentioning Brittany Manzo. This famous fitness model competed in a 13.1-mile race in a record time of 1 hour, 58 minutes and 22 seconds without training during the Diva Half Marathon in Tula, California. This was shockingly fast, so to speak, because in a normal situation, the average time for a woman to complete a half marathon is usually 2 hours and 19 minutes, which is an average pace of about 10 minutes per mile. But Manziel was able to average a pace of 9 minutes and 9 seconds per mile, which left everyone surprised. A look back at her mile-by-mile split revealed that Manziel cheated by simply running a single lap instead of the recommended 2 laps. Whether she did it on purpose or she forgot the rules, no one knows for sure. Finally, we have Asafa Powell. Before even Usain Bolt raced to stardom, there was one Jamaica's sprint star who rocked the world of track and field, and that's Asafa Powell. At the prime of his career, he was considered the fastest man on the planet and even became the world 100-meter record holder. However, the Jamaican sprinter, known for his lightning fast times, just messed himself up, and his career came tumbling down due to a shocking doping suspension. In 2014, Powell received an 18-month ban for failing a drug test. He tested positive for the banned stimulant oxylophone. As a result, Powell missed the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014 and also couldn't compete in the World Championships. So there you have it. Guys, the top 10 dirtiest athletes in track and field history. And as you've seen, these athletes left their mark for better or worse, and their stories serve as a reminder of the importance of fair play, integrity, and the enduring power of the sport. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing content like this. Thanks for watching.